Hello everyone, this is Aeroica, and it is fantastic to have you back for another video. In this episode, we will review Viperia's sister Cobressa, her twin in appearance, but with the opposite elemental properties. This is one woman you absolutely do not want checking you out or gazing into your eyes from across the room, because while she will make you rock hard, I guarantee you're not gonna like it. When we look at the Profile tab, Cobressa has an identical model as her sister, with the only difference being that her color is red instead of green. This includes the gold crown that adorns her head and the snakes that make up her hair. Cobressa is also titled as a rogue healer, but as you will see in a minute, this is only true in the most minimal definition. If we click on the question mark, you will see that Cobressa, as with most new heroes, is only available in the Heroic portal and from in-game shop packages. For the purposes of this video, my Cobressa is a 6-star fully ascended hero, and she is level 70 along with all of her abilities. Looking at the Stats tab, we see her numerical statistics. Please note that she does not have any organic resistance to cold, disease, freeze, or lightning, but does carry a 6% resistance to spirit damage, as well as 33% for fire and 18% for poison. Most notable, however, is her amazing 65% crit chance and 2.25 damage multiplier for crit damage. These stats are being influenced by 2 of her traits, which we'll talk about in just a minute. My Cobressa has an applied blessing, and therefore has a 45% advantage towards nature units and a standard negative 25% against water units. Her first trait is called Viper Gang and will increase both the attack and crit for all reptile allies. This is one of the sources where her crit is impacted. Her second trait is called Deadly Accurate and impacts not only her crit percentage, but also her crit damage multiplier. Her third trait is called Garden Redecorator. Yeah, that's the name. And what does this increase but her damage against stone targets? Her next trait is called Kindred Mourning, and is a racial trait shared with her sister, which provides 2 turns of invincibility if another reptilian ally dies during battle. Her fifth trait is called Venomous Embrace, and is the only aspect of Cobressa that relates to her title of a healer. In this instance, she will automatically heal each member of her team 2% per turn for each instance of Venom status that is applied to the enemies currently on the raid field. The last trait you will see is the Blessing of the Seeker, which is player applied using orbs and provides the 15% additional damage for the total of 45% against nature enemies. If we click on her abilities tab, we see her first attack is called Venomous Claw, and as her basic attack will not only do damage, but will also provide a chance to envenomate the target, which will reduce their defense rating. This is a stackable debuff and will serve to increase damage against this target and provide healing to your team, especially when paired with Viperia. Her next ability is called Drop Dead Gorgon and could be considered her signature attack. This ranged spirit attack will not only inflict damage, but will also provide a chance to encase the target in stone, which will remove all buffs and debuffs, so yes, any status afflictions like Venom that you may have managed to apply prior to this will be removed. However, there is also the chance that this attack could one-shot the target and kill them immediately. Her third ability is called Serpent Spear and is a ranged physical attack which carries the chance to inflict the Venom status on the enemy. Her last ability is called Acid Spit and is a ranged fire attack which, as with most of her abilities, also carries the chance to envenomate the target. Cobressa's first Ascension requirements are 12 Light Evos, 40 Fire Evo Monarchs, 18 Dark Evos, and 2 Crypt Evos. Meeting this requirement will give you the Serpent Spear ability, along with her Kindred Mourning and Venomous Embrace 2 traits. Cobressa's second Ascension requirements are 42 Fire Evos, 30 Water Evo Monarchs, 8 Cold Fire Evos, and 2 Infinity Evos. Meaning this requirement will give you the Acid Spit ability, along with her Viper Gang 2 and Deadly Accurate 2 traits. While Cobressa is definitely labeled a healer, she is in no way effective as such. Yes, in the technical sense she does heal, but her heals do not carry enough power to be able to sustain a group, nor do they heal construct tanks. Even with numerous Venom stacks across the raid field, it feels supplemental at best, while also being very unpredictable. Make sure you bring a real healer with you if one is necessary. That being said, any additional healing is always beneficial. Cobressa does have a nice CC ability, and it is very useful in many circumstances where keeping a more dangerous mob secured for 2 rounds can be beneficial. Additionally, she will have a 10 times damage multiplier against any stone target, and if timed correctly, you can prevent that enemy from ever coming back into play, or at least do significant damage to it. 2 points worth noting is that when an enemy is afflicted with the stone status, any and all debuffs which were previously applied are instantly removed, and while Cobressa and her sister have large damage multipliers against stoned enemies, your other allies will have significantly reduced damage against that same target. This, along with having a 6-turn cooldown, may cause this attack to appear ineffective, but this ability should not be overlooked as it does have excellent potential. While her Serpent Spear ability feels a tad underpowered and only applies 1 stack of venom, her Acid Spit ability does do a good job at dealing both intermediate damage and setting up future attacks with several stacks of venom on a single target. While for Cobressa, the added venom will create a level of healing for each venom status on the raid field, when paired with her sister Viperia, the true value of the venom status is realized. This is where Cobressa really shines. However, Acid Spit is her late stage ability and has a 6-turn cooldown, which means in a PvE setting, you'll either have to wait until it becomes available or use an energy potion to bring it to life. In a PvE setting, Cobressa brings single-target crowd control to the table, which may give some players an advantage where healing or tanking may be an issue. While I would not recommend using Cobressa specifically for healing, her Venomous Embrace trait does offer supplemental healing, which is always helpful. Her DPS is notable, and she comes with both a single-target and AoE-style attack, which offers player a diversified palette of options in which to use her. In PvP, Cobressa is listed as a normal speed hero, but she can be boosted to the front by using Zen's haste-embedded heal, Enlightenment, which can bring her to the foreground for attacks. This would offer the player the ability to CC a particularly concerning defensive hero for 2 turns and give them a chance to counter that defensive strategy. As stated earlier, anytime a hero is cast in stone, any debuffs are automatically removed. Applying Kaimakani's Drench status to the group either before or after the stone affliction will cause that particular hero to be unaffected, and they will come out swinging if equipped with an AoE ability. Furthermore, if late-stage abilities are reached in a PvP battle, from the offensive side, Cobressa can give some healing if she can inflict venom on any of the remaining targets. However, this will more than likely be nominal and should not be relied upon. If Cobressa has a weakness, it's that at the production of this video, she does hardly anything for her group of allies. The only 2 reptilian heroes in the game are Cobressa and her sister Viperia. Cobressa has 2 traits which only affect reptilian allies, Viper Gang and Kindred Mourning, and 2 more that only affect Cobressa directly, which are Deadly Accurate and Garden Redecorator. This means that the only trait that helps out heroes is her healing trait Venomous Embrace, which is mildly beneficial if not superficial. Her strength is seen when she is paired with Viperia, and the 2 can use their traits and abilities to boost each other's performance. However, Viperia is a standalone hero, and by comparison, Cobressa doesn't seem to do as well. Granted, she is balanced differently and brings different tools, but if Viperia packs the punch, then Cobressa is more of the steroid that makes Viperia even more powerful. By herself, however, Cobressa is more situationally beneficial. Perhaps when the update is released and the introduction of new reptilian heroes is seen, we'll be able to witness her full potential and turbocharge some of their abilities. For now, we can experiment with Viperia and keep our fingers crossed that the update with new reptilian heroes will be released soon. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please click the subscribe button so you can be notified when my next video comes out. If you take it a step further and click the little gear icon after you initially subscribe, you can be notified when I do a live stream event where I conduct interviews with players about the game and other Let's Play events. You can also follow me on Twitter for game updates, new hero releases, tactics, and other information. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you at the next video, or live stream, or both. Make it both.